Are you ready for deeper meaning and bigger dreams in your life? Do you believe it can happen? Amy and Lorianne are here to clear the confusion and help you live life full out, guided by your inner wisdom to create, amplify, and align you with your highest self. Are you ready to attract a divinely blessed life? This is Living in the Faith Frequency.
Welcome back. This is Amy and Lorianne. We're excited to be here with you on Living in the Faith Frequency. And this morning, we've had some tender communication with each other. And I really begged and just encouraged Amy to just share a small portion where the Spirit really whispered to her to do something this weekend. And I know you were cleaning things out because she sent me, I still have tears from us talking. She sent me a message this weekend and she was cleaning out her office, and there was this poem that I had written for John's celebration of life. And it was so tender to go back and read that and look at that. And you have been able to do so much in the last few months. And right now, this year is a total new beginning, not just for you, but for everybody in your world. And so I would love if you just shared a small moment that you had this weekend with John.
Well, I had been getting the messages that I need to get my house in order, like just get order, because I felt like my mind was a little overwhelmed with so many things to do and trying to figure out what to do first, but I just kept hearing, get your home in order. So my boyfriend helped me to clean out. I have an old office space that I used to work, and I built my business and I cared for John, and there was just so much that happened in that office space. And then I have a sunroom, and that used to be John's office space. And so I'm out here in the sunroom now, and this office is in my home, and I don't even enjoy going in there yet. I have a ton of inspiration and books, and I had messages I had a vision wall that kept me, going when I was caring for him and getting through all the hard stuff. And so I realized there was so much emotion in this room, and it was overwhelming for me to even know where to start to clean. But my boyfriend said, well, I'll help you. And he would just stand there with the trash, and I would go through folders, and I started clearing things out. And then he went to the grocery store, and Spirit led me to look on my phone where I recorded many messages, conversations that John and I had after his brain cancer. And we had spiritual conversations right up to the very end. And I came across this one that was a month after his surgery. And he said, Amy, you gave me one job. And so right before he went into surgery, we only had about 16 hours to prepare before surgery, and I didn't know if he would wake up. And so we had this long conversation about all kinds of things, and it was wonderful, and we felt peaceful. And I said to him, you have one job, and that is just breathe. Nothing else. I don't want you to think about anything else. I just want you to keep breathing. And he said, I'm going to return the favor to you, and I'm going to tell you, Amy Anfinson, you have one job, and that is to maintain your alignment, your connection with God, with Source, with us. And he was so adamant, he spoke it over and over in this recording. And I said, okay, I got it. And so as I'm listening to it, tears begin to flow. My boyfriend walks back in, only gone 10 minutes. He's like, oh, what's happened? I was only gone 10 minutes. What's going on? I said, oh, I just listened to John's voice on a recording giving me a message. And I said, I am feeling all the feels. And so, yeah, when you go back through things, you, and it's what I help my clients with as well. It's like you want to get real with how you feel. You want to feel everything, move through it, and know that you have everything you need to move through that. And sometimes we just need reminders because sometimes the emotions get so strong and there's just so much on your plate.
Amy, thank you so much for sharing so deeply. You know, I just think it's so great when that spirit whispers and you listen. And then maybe we're not on the highest of highs, but we get to really drop down into our heart and feel those feelings that maybe we have been pushing down or didn't want to feel for a minute. And then things get tough and you start questioning things. You start questioning if you're really doing this right or doing, we get all those questioning feelings. And right now, thank you for sharing this because it's so important when we really are truly living in the faith frequency and relying on our inner spirit and that inner guidance that we listen and then we act. And your act was to just breathe, really, truly, just breathe. And John was there to remind you right now to just breathe. Even when it's not easy, we're not in our high of highs, and we go through these roller coasters that so many of us are experiencing. So many of us are experiencing these roller coasters of emotions. And when we are in that remembrance, or maybe our vibration is not so high, and we're in the grieving vibration, it's okay to be there and it's okay to feel it and to recognize it. So thank you for sharing this, and we love you. And we're so grateful that you showed up for sharing this few minutes that you experienced this weekend. Thank you.
Thanks for listening, encouraging, because I know the one thing we all have in common is emotions.
Yeah.
And boy, is the world changing and moving at a fast pace. And when the people that walk beside you, I think is super important. And sometimes it changes. It changes who walks beside you. So super grateful for our friendship and my other friends that walk beside me. And um, you know, it's wonderful when you can feel all the emotions and sit with somebody and um, just listen and let them and remind them they're going to be okay. And I think that's, what part of living in the faith frequency is to feel everything and know that you're going to be okay and know that you just need to breathe. And and then sometimes I think for me, I can be hard on myself that I'm like, I got to get more things done. And
Yeah.
my vision word for the year is aligned action. So I'm like trying to take more action steps, and I am. But I really love the inspired actions, which was the messages coming in. And I think whenever we listen and we don't push, and the things that I did get done, I really did get them done with ease, and I had help. And it's just about being okay with where you're at and what you're going through and not trying to get somewhere too fast. Just be and know that
Exactly.
you have everything that you need to get through whatever you're getting through, and to be kind with ourselves. So,
That is the key right there, being kind with ourselves, for sure.
yeah.
Today, I'm sitting out here outside because there's 5 little kids that are homeschooled and they're just on the other side of the door right there. And I thought, how am I going to do the podcast today? Throw my coat on. It's not, I know it looks warm behind me, but there is a little breeze and it's kind of cool. So I thought, you know what? I could just go on the other side of this door, come outside, and we could experience this moment together. So I'm grateful for you for showing up and really, really sharing this.
Hit subscribe, stay tuned. We've got more good messages to help you stay in the faith frequency. See you next time.
Thanks, Amy.
Thanks for tuning in to Living in the Faith Frequency. Keep shining, keep aligning, and keep trusting your inner guidance as you live your life full out. We are here to guide you as you step confidently into your faith journey. Be sure to subscribe and stay connected. Check out the show notes and let us know what topics would you like to hear next. On behalf of Amy and Lorianne, we want you to keep talking, keep dreaming, and keep feeling blessed.